Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what the messages are that come through with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come through and what messages come out with the cards. So the first card we have is the High Priestess. We also have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So we do have water sign energy. You could be dealing with a Cancer, a Pisces, even a Scorpio. So with this Ace of Pentacles showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like a sense of being able to get to a place where things are kind of stabilizing. I also feel like it's something that's important when it comes to being able to establish within a connection with someone. I also feel like with this Ace of Pentacles, this feels like the beginning of something, being able to establish or have a sense of a fresh start with someone, but also feel like meeting somebody. And I do feel like this feels like a sense of having some kind of a foundation that's quite solid, and I do feel like it's long-term potential when it comes to what you're starting, when it comes to what somebody is offering to you with this Ace of Pentacles. I also feel like with this High Priestess card showing up over here, maybe dealing with somebody who is being very coy with you. I do feel like this person is coming across a bit secretive, but it does feel like this person is taking their time when it comes to really revealing all of where they are and where their mind is at right now. And I do feel like it could feel a bit like they are leaving you in the dark or they're being untransparent with you. But with this High Priestess card showing up over here, this does also feel like a sense of there may be some kind of an inkling that you get about this person. I do feel like there's a sense of being able to actually feel a certain way about this person. And I feel like it's coming from a place that is your intuition when it comes to them. So I do feel like with the High Priestess, that sense of intuition and even that gut feeling is on point when it comes to this person. I do feel like it's also, with this card, a sign of encouraging you to really lean into that more. But with this High Priestess card showing up over here, I also feel like this is a pretty unspoken way that this person feels about you. It's like they're keeping it to themselves right now, or they're in a space where they're really trying to figure things out before really communicating and putting it all out there. So I do feel like with the High Priestess, this also feels like a bit of an intuitive kind of a connection. It's like it's more so felt, but I do feel like as far as being able to actually put it into words and really have that communicated to you, it's like this person taking their time on that side of things. But with the Queen of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of really having a lot of compassion for someone. I do feel like in your situation, there is a sense of also having a really strong emotional connection over here. And I do feel like that's that intuitive connection or bond between yourself and this person. I do feel like with this Queen of Cups showing up over here, this also feels like a pretty kind and compassionate energy. I also feel like it's quite genuine and sincere when it comes to the feelings that you feel towards this person. I also feel like as far as the way this person is looking at you and feels about you, there is a sense of feeling that as well. And I do feel like with that Queen of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like pretty positive emotions towards that side of you. I do feel like with the Three of Cups though, this does feel like an energy of having what may feel like a strong sense of companionship in a connection with someone. It does feel like friendship, and I do feel like having that could also be something that's leading to kind of having a very solid foundation in a connection with someone. It feels like a foundation of friendship, and I do feel like that is something that is to your benefit in this connection. I also feel like there may be a sense of somebody wanting to be able to progress something further than where it is, but they are in a space where it's like they're not communicating that, but that's where this person's mind is at. I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Six of Swords, it's in the reverse. We have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So this Nine of Swords showing up here, this does feel like an energy of kind of being a bit stressed out. I do feel like also a sense of being in a space where there is a lot of overthinking and also a difficulty when it comes to being able to escape one's thoughts. So I do feel like there's a lot of thinking about the situation, thinking about you, thinking about the connection. And also I do feel like with this Nine of Swords, there may even be a sense of playing worst case scenarios, but I feel like it's coming from a place of overthinking. So I do feel like it's not rooted in something that is that has something to speak for it. But I do feel like with this Nine of Swords, it does feel like there's a lot of communication that needs to also be aired out here. So we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. With this card showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an inability to be able to move past something. I do also feel like there's a sense of having a difficulty when it comes to being able to move on from something that is from the past. So it does feel like there's some situation from the past that this person is still kind of tied to or connected to, and it's kind of preventing them from being able to really be able to move forward with that sense of really being more so open and also allowing for things to just happen naturally. So I do feel like with the Six of Swords, this could be an energy of being able to actually have something from the past revisiting and having something from the past that is unresolved showing itself up and needs to be addressed. I do feel like with this High Priestess, it's something that hasn't been spoken about before. I also feel that with the Six of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does also feel like past energy returning into your life. This could even be a person. But I do feel like there is an issue that needs to be worked through and can't be left unsaid or unworked out before being able to move forward. So we have the Ten of Cups. This Ten of Cups does feel like an energy of being in a space where there's a lot of hope for the future. I also feel like there's a lot of enthusiasm as well as optimism when it comes to looking at the future. I do feel like there's a strong connection here. I do feel like there's a strong sense of being emotionally on the same page within a connection with somebody. I do feel like there's also that spiritual energy within this connection where there's the sense of being quite bonded on a deep level. With this Ten of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like a sense of thinking about the future, wanting something long term. And I do feel like that could be something you're seeking. And I do feel like with this Ace of Pentacles showing up over here, it's quite promising. I do feel like that's where your mind is right now when it comes to thinking about the future. And I also feel like when it comes to a connection, it has a lot of potential to be able to have that sense of a happily ever after in the way that you see it and that you want it. I do feel like there is a sense of being quite hopeful and optimistic about the future. So feel that with this Ten of Cups, it's also something that you feel in this connection with this person. It's like there's a lot of promising energy. I do feel like though with this Four of Swords, this feels like a sense of being able to have communication. So I do feel like there's something this person is kind of, it's like they're holding back, but with this Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like a sense of getting more communication and more clarity. And I do feel like it's also a productive kind of communication. I do feel like with this Nine of Swords, this is a bit of a fearful energy, and I do feel like it's bringing about a lot of anxiety around the situation. So I do feel like communication is really the best way to really be able to hash that out and also bring somebody's mind to ease. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have passion, we have this could be the one, and we have reconciliation. So this passion card showing up over here, I do feel like there's a strong connection. I also feel that when it comes to the person you're dealing with, they truly are feeling that sense of a connection with you. And I do feel like they feel it quite strongly with this passion card showing up over here. There could also be a lot of passionate moments or experiences that this person is recalling, or even it's something that comes up for this person quite a lot. But I do feel like your connection is one that's quite deeply, it has an impact on this person. We have this could be the one. With this card showing up over here by the Ten of Cups, this does feel like a sense of being in a connection where there is a sense of being able to see the future with someone, being able to see a long-term happily ever after kind of energy with someone. And I do feel like when it comes to the way this connection is making you feel, that you could be deeming it as the one. This person stands out amongst many others that you may have met or dealt with in your past. I do feel like with this could be the one showing up over here. Those feelings towards the situation is something that is also founded upon something concrete, something that is speaking for itself. I also get that with this Ace of Pentacles. It's like you can see why. And with this reconciliation card, I am getting it pertaining to the Six of Cups showing up in the reverse. This does feel like a past issue making a comeback, or really having something come up. I do feel like there's a sense of either somebody from the past, this could even be a friend, coming back around to be able to work something out with you. I do feel like with the Six of Swords, this inability to move on does feel like a desire to actually work things out. So I do feel like this is also communication around being able to find a way forward and being able to actually resolve things. So I do feel like that could be clearing the air, and also being able to hear what somebody may have kept from you as far as information, and being able to have a sense of mending a past issue. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.